And welcome back to Implicit Bias. My name is Caleb Morse. We're having a great time with everybody here. You'll see them as you go through the cameras. If you're curious who's talking, they can introduce themselves, but we've already done that. So go back to the beginning of the show. If you listen on radio, tune in. Check us out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Play, YouTube. I'm at where else, Walker?
Facebook.
Facebook Live, Instagram Reels.
You know more than me.
We're on X. We're on Twitter. X is Twitter. There's other places. Oh, well. Find us. We're all over the world. Now I forgot what I was going to talk about. You threw me for a loop. Oh, well. The Bishop. The Bishop Buddle. That's her name, right? That's not just a nickname. Bishop Buddle. An Episcopalian bishop that President Trump, the First Lady, Vice President Vance, his family, they all wanted to go and enjoy a service, right? They wanted to go and have a moment with God, which, look, I want every moment with our Creator that I can get because He yearns for a relationship with us. So therefore, we need to fill that God-sized hole in our heart with His love. And it's hard to do. I don't think Trump got to fill any hole in his heart with any love. I don't think there was much love lost or much love spoken in that sermon. She went on about fear, the fear of the people. And look, as a bishop, when you go through and you look at the Bible and you read, you learn that all places of authority are appointed by God, whether you approve of them or not. I didn't approve of the previous administration, but I prayed for them. I prayed for them. I prayed for God's hand upon them. I prayed for guidance. I prayed for his son, his wife, their family, because I thought they needed it. I'm going to pray for the current administration. I don't think she was praying for much help for him. I think she was more or less just going on a tirade that she felt entitled to go on to. She talked about immigrants who were afraid of being forced out of the country. She talked about gay and lesbians, that they might have their rights to marriage revoked, which she talked about people who wanted to have abortions and having that right revoked. Then she went on and on about all these other. And look, I might be wrong on the one on abortions. I'll tell you that right now. But she went on and on about multiple things, and most of it were things that I can't find anywhere where Trump said he was going to do it. And her main thing was fear. And it was the first time in my life I've ever heard a bishop or a priest or anyone fear-mongering. And I'm just very, very I'm interested in what y'all's take on this was.
Well, I mean, like you said, she was putting all these things out, and Trump has never said anything about that. Even they like to bring up the abortion issue, that the federal government outlawed abortions. They did none of that. All the federal government and the Supreme Court said is that it's not a federal issue. It's a states' rights issue. So if you in a place where they outlawed abortion, it's not the federal government, it's your own state government. So take it up with them.
Well, and the way that when they changed Roe versus, it was Roe versus Wade, wasn't
right?
It?
Correct.
When they went back and changed all that,
I like waiting best.
You actually have more of a voice.
Yeah,
much more of a voice.
The closer the government is to you,
the more you impact.
The better. Yeah, the more you impact. So on a state level, you have much better impact than federal level.
If you don't like the way the politics are, vote and change it. That's what we saw, and that's why our government is the way it is now,
right,
and not the way it was. Is the people spoke, and we wanted a change. I guess that she didn't like the change.
Well, she just, like most of those people that think that way, they use the fear. They put fear in people. I mean, she brought up the fact that transgender people and gay and lesbian people were gonna die because of this. I didn't understand.
Are we in the Middle East?
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
You better put walls on your rooftops.
Well, but when she brought that up, I was going, how is that? You're out there just pushing fear, and our federal government really brought none of that up. Just because Trump has declared that the federal government will only identify two genders, male and female, that's it. They didn't say which one you had to be. but we have two genders, and you know that biological males can't participate in female sports. That makes perfectly good sense to me. If you're a guy that wants to become a woman, hey, look at Bruce Jenner, who is now Caitlyn Jenner.
Yeah. I had to think for a little while.
And even Caitlyn Jenner says that biological transitioning males should not participate in female sports. They have a tremendous advantage. And this was a guy that was a decathlon winner.
Well, and look, there are females out there who are very, very strong.
Yes.
That compete in bodybuilding and the Olympics and everything else in multiple different aspects. But when you look at scientifically, males have more muscle mass, denser muscles, more muscle mass, and it's because we were supposed to provide and protect. But let's go to the bar. Let's ask up top.
It was poor timing, and it was definitely in poor taste. You got a new administration come in. The road that they take to get to this point, what they go through on the campaign trail, the long process, they have to be exhausted. He was at inauguration parties probably till 1 a.m. And it was bad timing. You want to start it off, you want to kick it off, especially from the pulpit, with something positive. Wish the guy well. You know, don't go that deep into it, but don't kid yourself. This was a planned event because right after it was over, she made the circuit. She was on, you know, all of the morning talk shows, and they were, you know, everybody was congratulatory for what she had done. Hey, she took her shot. She saw her 15 seconds of fame, and she did it. And it was poor timing and in poor taste, in my opinion.
Do you think we have the newest member of The View?
I try not to say that word. Look, the only view I want of those women behind that desk is I want to be in a beach chair having a drink, watching all four of them tied to a golf cart going over a cliff. That's the only view that I want. Please don't get me started on that. But it was poor timing. It was done. The decision was made. The American people spoke. Wish the country well. You don't, whatever your feelings are for Donald Trump, wish the country well. Brand new administration coming in. The country's trying to turn itself around. Don't even have to go into how horrendous the last 4 years were. It speaks for itself. But from the pulpit, as a spokesperson and representative of God, wish well. Send us off on a good foot. And she didn't do that, not even slightly.
It definitely, I think, was in poor taste and poor timing.
Well, so the Christian religion, so Jesus is the truth, the way, and the life. And so she had the opportunity to, well, I mean, as a bishop of a major Christian denomination, she should be spreading truth and not lies. Because everything she said, I mean, we discussed, it was probably off during the break, but Trump has not said any of that stuff. And that's what the left does, because they have no truth in them, unfortunately. And so they spread lies. And
it's really profound that you use the truth, right? Because they have the buzz term now that's been my truth, right? My truth says this. If truth exists, and we as Christians believe that God, Christ through God, or God through Christ is the truth, the way. Yes. There is one truth, not my truth and your truth, right? There is the truth.
I always get a kick out of that when it's, my truth is, no.
That's my opinion.
Yes, exactly.
Not
it's
the truth.
The truth is.
You know, there's always three sides to every story. Your side, their side, and the truth, right? Because we view things from our own lens, our implicit bias. So,
which is an opinion, like you said, not a truth.
Well, that's why I don't like the term "you do you," because I feel like that's a part of. We're not sitting there saying what the truth is, or which we should be doing. If we see the truth, we should be saying it. We're kind of just saying, all right, you just do whatever you want, and I'll go over here. So
well, and God is there holding us accountable.
Oh, yeah.
Right? That's God, our fellow Christians, everyone else. We're to hold each other accountable. And if we start stripping that accountability away, well, then it's just, today I feel like this.
Yeah.
And we lose the path to God's direction and to eternal life. Right, Walker? I see that you're waiting with bated breath to jump in. No?
He's not going to say a word about that.
No comment on that the stupidity that went on during that.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. You're doing a great job of biting your tongue. I tell you that right now. Like, you want me to put words in your mouth? Can I do that?
Yeah.
Walker said,
Yeah.
no. Oh, yeah. Now all of a sudden the finger comes
Yeah.
out.
He's cutting you off,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah. So we got 1 minute left. I think we can go a little bit longer. That's the perfect time for us to talk about this whiskey, to talk about Ezra Brooks Full Proof, 120 proof from New News Market, their barrel pick. Josh, you're still going through and tasting yours again. Grant, what you got? Red, yellow, green, blue. And how much would you pay, sir?
Oh, this is definitely a blue for me. Nice caramel vanilla, high proof, but not too much of a strong flavor to it. It all works well together. This is blue, and I'm gonna go about $65 for this.
Okay. All right. Well said.
So, being new to this, so what is the
So
run through the color schemes again?
red, I wouldn't drink it if it's free.
Okay.
Yellow, I will drink it only if it's free. Green, I will buy it. I'll pay for that. Blue, I want it. I need it. I will seek it out.
I would probably say yellow, but the reason is I'm a Scotch drinker, and so I don't
Not
particularly-
peaty enough for you.
I like that. It's funny whenever I drink it, I let my wife smell it. And it gives her the
Frisons. Yeah.
and so that's so I drink a lot of bourbon in my day, but somehow transition into Scotch. But no, it's very good. I have no skill in flavors and tasting anything. When I smell it and taste it, tastes like bourbon, a
So-
good bourbon.
So yellow, and how much would you pay a bottle?
How much would I pay, or how much I think the bottle costs?
Either or.
It's probably I'd say a $70 bottle.
Okay. All right.
$70, yeah.
Renee, you want to go next or you want me to go?
Yeah, I can go. I would definitely. I started out as a green, but I think I went to a blue on this one. It started out a little rough for me, but man, after a couple of sips, I think it also aired out a little bit. I put a little water in it. I didn't find it changed it that much. It's great just as it is. So I'll give it a blue, and I'm thinking more of 80.
Ooh. This is a blue for me. I love the proof. I love the legs. I love the flavor profile. It's coming in perfect. So that's 3 blues, officially a blue. Are you writing down how much people have guessed dollar amount? Man, I for some reason, I think this is, was that?
But mine doesn't count. You can kick that out.
I think for some reason, this is going to come in at an affordable point. Grant, would you say 65?
65.
68. 68. Walker, I don't think, you have an opinion on this one?
Blue.
Ha ha!
65, 68.
Are we doing prices right rules?
Ish, yeah. Well, no, it's closest to the hole.
You can't do a dollar.
Closest to the
You
hole.
can't do a dollar.
62.
Ooh. So we're going to take the break. We'll come back once we look at the receipt because I have no clue how much this one cost. See y'all in just a few.